Hello everybody, Hazard here bringing you another video. Today I'm bringing you the best possible class setup right now for the beta that has just went live. So go ahead and drop a like if you're excited for this beta and for this game to release, and let's go ahead and get started. First off, this part's going to decide what kind of player you are, if you like to run assault rifles or submachine guns or whatever. But personally, I feel as though the best gun in the game right now is either the MX9 or the Spitfire, and the Spitfire reminds me a lot of the Scorpion Evo from Black Ops 2. But if you're wanting a gun that's just going to rapid fire, shoot shots off, and, you know, have some alright aim with it, Spitfire's for you. But the overall best gun, I think, is the MX9. I'm not actually using it in this gameplay because this was, like, I think my third or fourth game whenever the beta first dropped. But anyway, the MX9 is just an absolute monster of a gun. It reminds me a lot of the Kuda. It's just a well-balanced SMG. It's good in pretty much every situation. So it's pretty clear why it's going to be one of the better guns. Now, here's some key things that you need to remember whenever you're making a class. There is two things that you have to do that's different in this COD than pretty much any other one. One, you have to heal yourself, and two, you get this like special ability. For Ruin, it's the grapple, which is what you just seen there. But there's also some different ones, like some people get a dog as their like main special thing, and then some people can just put down ammo packs. It all varies. But one of the big things that I've seen a lot of people doing is they use something called stem cell or stem packer. It basically speeds up how many times you can syringe yourself and give yourself back health. And at first I was using it, and I was using it for probably most of the day. But then I was like, hold on a second. There is something going on right now. I am shooting people, and they are eating way more bullets than me every single time. What can I do to be able to be like set the grounds fair? Like, how am I gonna make myself to where I can eat as many bullets as them? And there's actually something called body armor in this game, which, if you don't know what that is, it's under your gear slot, and all it does is for your initial damage. So when you first start getting shot in a gunfight, it's going to absorb some of the damage. And with a game that you already have more health, that's already pretty crazy. But let me tell you, this thing is the most scummy thing to do, but it does work. I have barely used it, but it does work. So before you even need to worry about attachments or anything like that, you can either A, be cool, keep using the stem cell or use one of the other gears that there are, or if you want to go try hard and you want to rack up as many kills as you can, then throw on body armor before it gets patched. Or I don't know if it's going to get patched or not, but throw it on and rack yourself up some kills. But also, there is some other things that I need to talk about. The attachments, they're not as important in this game as I feel like in any other Call of Duty. Like, for instance, some of the guns don't have grip, some of the guns don't have rapid fire, and that's when it's going to vary. With the MX9, I personally like to run the red dot sight, but that's just my opinion. You could use the iron sights. You don't really need a reflex sight or anything like that, but that's just my opinion. I really like to use them, so that's no big deal. Now, the attachments that I've been going with, and you know, this is going to vary too. You're going to be able to switch this up however you want. But the ones that I've found my most success with is long barrel and also the laser sight. I really like hip firing, but in this game, it's not the best. I mean, I'm sure they're going to work on it, but right now it is not the best. And they've also pretty much killed drop shotting, which is a plus for some people, a negative for some. And you have a lot of people jumping around right now, jump shotting. So make sure you're jump shotting if you're not already. Like, and just then, it's actually deadly in this game. But other than that, the attachments, I mean, you can do like the high caliber, and you can do the rapid fire, and you can do stuff like that. I personally do not like using them, but if you want to go for the all-out most OP gun and most OP class in the game, throw on the high caliber. Throw on the rapid fire. Do you. You know, you don't care what anyone else is building. You're trying to survive. You're trying to have fun. and I think that's the best way to do it. You're going to rack up the most kills just like that. And now what I've explained, though, is probably the most douchebag thing you can probably do, and I really do not recommend it. You know, who cares at the end of the day? This is just a beta. None of the stats matter. The only thing I'm going for is that unlock token, and what else really matters, right? Now, the score streaks that I've been using, I've just been sticking to the standard UAV, the Hellstorm, and also the attack chopper. It doesn't really matter to me right now on score streaks because I don't think we have all of them. I mean, it's not showing that many. I hope there's more. But I don't know. Score streaks haven't really been the big deal for me in Call of Duty. So if I were you, I'd stay either really low, or if you're trying to go for like the gunship, which is the biggest one right now, you know, you got to play back a little bit. It's normal stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about already. But when it comes to the specialist, this is kind of going to decide if your class is OP or not. Whenever you're making a submachine gun class, or you want to be able to rush people, you don't want to have to be that specialist that sits back and does their stuff. Like, for instance, Ruin, he's probably the best rusher in the game. One, you have this grappling hook. Right there, sling you across the map. You can get in the spots really, really fast. And overall, that's already a great rushing class. You can literally throw anything on there, and it's probably going to be one of the better rushing classes. But say you're Nomad, your little slingshot's not going to help you. You're going to be slinging all these mines and stuff, but if someone's up in your face, what's really going to happen? As Ruin, someone gets up in your face, you can just gravity spike down on the ground, take him out, no big deal. So, I mean, it's all up to you and how you play. But right now, I think the MX9 is the way to go. And armor, hate to say it, also probably the best way to go. But the rest of it, I mean, you got to play the game, have fun, learn the new recoil patterns, because they do have predictive recoil now. And it's going to make the game a lot better, I think, in the long run. So, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Hazard, and hope that this video helped you later on.